welcome to the 50th little NHL Daily Talk Show we have. I am the owner of the channel, and today I have your co-owner with me with a new mic.
Hi.
Sounds real good.
I wonder how it's going to sound on stream. It's not directly in front of my face this time, so that's probably why it sounds better. But whatever.
Yeah. So let's get going to this day in NHL history. Braveheart sets a new record, becoming the NHL all-time leader in scoring as a defenseman on 1999. The goal was scored in the first period at 1:42 into the Bruins' 1999 2000 home opener. I put 20, of course, at the end. I'm going to mess that up anyway because I wasn't even born. Oops. Scores on Washington Capitals beat the St. Louis Blues with a score of 4-3. Your Islanders beat the Philadelphia Flyers 5-2. And the San Jose Sharks took the Vegas Golden Knights 5-3. And next thing you know, just something happened in Las Vegas, which was dumb, honestly. I'm not gonna comment anything. Sorry about that. I'm not gonna comment anything about it. It'd be weird.
Nah, you can. Don't worry.
I don't want to comment.
You don't
Like,
want
I
to?
really
Okay.
don't. But
Alright, if
maybe,
you don't want to, you don't have to.
yeah, I don't want to.
I won't judge. I won't
No,
judge if
I
you
don't
don't
want
want
to. I just don't want to. I hate
to.
getting
Okay.
into drama. I really do.
Don't worry about it.
Trick. Okay. So we're gonna get the transactions up. Soon enough, you'll be seeing them back on the screen because I don't want to do 120. It's unnecessary. And it's a time waster. Wastes at least a good 100 good hours in the time. Obviously, we got, like I said, free agent stuff, like free agency. Yeah, that's gonna be there. And it'll obviously be a conversation. Not what I just
Yeah.
said.
We had a pretty big signing today, but I think we'll go into that tomorrow.
Yeah, that's the whole point why we're doing one tomorrow. If this didn't happen, we probably would have been doing it anyway. So, this is why I hoped nothing would happen today, but obviously 99 transactions means no. So, let's get into it. There's not much, somewhat. So, Tom McCollum from Detroit was sent down to Grand Rapids. He passed waivers. Montreal Canadiens sent down Peter Holland and Daniel Carr to the AHL Rocket. New Jersey Devils re-signed Jimmy Hayes to a one-year contract. Detroit released P.A. Parento and sent down Michael Rasmussen to the WHL Tri-City Americans. Great. Ottawa sent down Ben Harbour and Thomas Chabot to the AHL Belleville and put Max McCormick on waivers. Tampa Bay Lightning sent down Nikolai. I've never heard of this name before. Ravel to the ECHL. Okay. St. Louis Blues re-signs Scotty Upshaw to a one-year contract. That was pretty stupid. San Jose called up Kevin Fitzgerald, Nick Simon, Adam Luca John McCarthy. And Detroit sent down Axel Holstrom, Dan Shadow, Dominic Turgeon, Joe Higgins, and Dan Renoff. And Lee Sergari to the AHL and released Colin Campbell, Matthew Ford, and Dominic Shine. Arizona sent down Dakota Mermis to the AHL Tucson Roadrunners. And Detroit put Brian Lashoff and Ben Street on waivers. Edmonton sent down Jesse Pojjarvi to the AHL. And they put Mark Fain on waivers. Florida release Brandon Peary or Harry Zolzernick. And we have a nickname for him, but I don't think we should say it on here
We
at
don't
all.
need to say it. We
Yeah.
do not need to say that.
Yeah,
That's
we
like our one
just
nickname we're not gonna mention.
Yeah. And they sent Joshua Brown to the AHL Springfield Thunderbirds, and the Kings put Jack Campbell on waivers and sent out Justin Iyer to the AHL Ontario Reign, and the Montreal Canadiens release Eric Williams, which he is on an AHL contract for the Laval Rocket. It's weird not having the S at the end because the Houston Rockets have it, so they couldn't, do that. Yeah, I think we're gonna have some injury updates tomorrow as well. So that's all. No injuries. Today's schedule, there's nothing. There's 2 more days until the regular season. And we're going to be doing a lot of NHL 18 runs for this week.
As we speak, I'm planning out an NHL 18 mini threes league. It's going to have 3 teams for every division. So, yeah, should be a good one.
Mm-hmm. Just looking at these transactions for tomorrow, man. Okay, so I want to discuss a lot of stuff about the NHL preseason. Let me pull up the standings quickly. I have those. Just gotta look in an area where someone has them posted because the NHL cannot do their job. So anyway, I want to start with some events. So we're gonna start with the China games. What did you think of this as a Kings fan?
As a King, man, I love the China games. Well, yeah, it's not 100% about the outcome of those games, but I mean, I really did enjoy watching the Kings play in a foreign country and being part of like such a big event, and the NHL trying to expand into another market. I mean, obviously, I don't think like it's gonna expand like to the point where like we see an expansion team in China, but I think that it's definitely getting a bigger interest from the country, and I'm happy that my favorite team get a better part of it.
Mm-hmm. Shanghai, I like that game, but you can't beat Beijing with their since they had their KHL team, and so either way it was great, especially for the KHL fans. Got to see some fast-paced hockey. I mean, KHL, you can get that as well, but the NHL is probably the fastest league of hockey.
I don't know. World Juniors is pretty fast.
Well, yeah.
But in terms of league, yeah, I think so.
And so I'm gonna. Well, also, Craft Hockeyville. What did you think about that?
I thought Craft Hockeyville was a good experience for all the teams involved. And I know the Blues like had a lot of positive. I mean, I don't remember if the Blues won or lost, but I know that whoever like, yeah, but I know both teams had like really positive takeaways from it. So I think it was a good success. I always love watching Hockeyville. I like to see like hockey communities growing like that. I think it's great for the sport.
Yep. Like I said, if you can't go to an NHL game because the city, can't get through. I don't know. I don't get it, but I mean at the same time I can understand it. If you wanna, if you can't really get to a game in like downtown, you get one of these community games, and you live nearby, you might as well take it. I don't know how much tickets were because I have no interest unless maybe one's in Tampa, then or well not well just Florida, and the Lightning are playing in it. Yeah, I'll check it out. You know, trying not to go off topic here, but in a previous preseason, the Lightning played at the Amway Center in Orlando. I would like to see that again because I would go to that. But I want to look over what teams. I'm gonna look over each division now, and so we're gonna begin with the Atlantic, then the Metropolitan, and the Central, then the Pacific. So the Atlantic Division, I'm just gonna do this by points. The Toronto Maple Leafs had 11. This will be ranked down 1 to 8, and once you're in the Central Division, that's ranked 1 to 7. So Toronto was first with 11 points, Florida second with 9, Boston third with 8, Detroit fourth with 7, Ottawa fifth with 6, Tampa Bay sixth. Yeah, I said Ottawa fifth. Tampa Bay sixth with 6. Montreal 7th with 4, and Buffalo 8th with 3. So, do I see any surprises here? Maybe Montreal. I don't know what they were doing, but seems like I think they were just taking it easy at the end, and they're trying to get some type of jump start going, I guess, for the regular season. Because it took a while and they just picked right back up. Let's see. Ottawa, they won some good games. If they lost, they did horrible. And Toronto, I wasn't too surprised to see them up there because they still got a lot of rookies coming up. And then Florida with 9, not surprised with the amount of guys on PTO contracts. Any thoughts about the division or no?
The what?
Atlantic division.
Atlantic. I mean, it was a back and forth. I think the Canadians are the team that probably has the most to learn from this, because of their, for the most part, not very successful preseason. They went 2-5, I believe. They lost every 2-6. Sorry, some teams played 7, some teams played 8. But yeah, like the Canadians, almost never won a game in the preseason. But at the same time, they, I think, got the most learning experience out of that because, I mean, a good finish in the preseason doesn't necessarily mean a good finish in the regular season. We saw it happen to Colorado, so we'll see.
Yeah. The Metropolitan Division, this has some leaders, but I don't think this team will be finishing last. But I think it can be possible. I can think of this team like the Colorado Avalanche for sure. So let's start the New York Islanders with 14 points. New Jersey second with 11, Carolina third with 10, Columbus fourth with 9, Philadelphia fifth with 9, the New York Rangers sixth with 7, Pittsburgh Penguins seventh with 7, and Washington Capitals eighth for 4 points. So the Washington Capitals, they did not do good. I watched one preseason game, and they play the Carolina Hurricanes pretty bad. Pittsburgh Penguins, they've obviously lost a lot, and yeah, that team is probably not going to win it again, and if they do it, I don't know how. Flyers had some good goaltending from Alex Lyon. the Islanders, the best team in the preseason. Felt like they did good, but they didn't really stand out to me, really. But oh well. So let's get to the Western Conference and the Central, unless you have something to say about the Metropolitan.
I don't.
Okay.
I sound like a fucking idiot, but I really don't.
Okay, so with the Central Division, Minnesota with first with 10, Colorado second with 8, Chicago third with 8, Dallas fourth with 6, Nashville fifth with 6, Winnipeg sixth with 6, and St. Louis seventh for 6, or with 6. I'm sure that was annoying. But Minnesota, they had a goaltending battle. Not Devin Dubnyk, but Alex Stalock and Nicholas Swedberg. Alex Stalock won the job, and he's on a 2-year contract and finishing off this year. The plan was they have him in the AHL in his first year and have him as the backup goaltender this year. So this is exactly what we're gonna see. Colorado, they got some good production from Nathan McKinnon. Colorado did good with their veterans and rookies. Dallas, Kerry Lettinen played. They did good. When Ben Bishop played, they were horrible. Don't know why. And he may have just lost the shot after that one. So good job. Blues had some good rookies and lower guys, but still can't get the job done. Anything you gotta say about the Central?
I think it's a shame that Ben Bishop did not do as good as he should have done. It was just ridiculous. And I know it's preseason. I know it's a learning experience for everybody, but at the same time, it doesn't excuse the fact that he played bad. And I think he needs to. I think I'm like holding him to a high standard because he is an elite goaltender. He was nominated for the Vezina a few years ago. He should not have played the way he did, and I think he should be ashamed. But at the same time, he needs to take it like a learning experience and continue to work to improve, because if he keeps playing like that, he's not going to see a lot of time on the ice this year. So he needs to really step it up.
I guarantee he had the worst goals against average in the league in the preseason. I can probably figure this out myself. You know, why not do it on a calculator? So played 3 games. He let in 3 goals in his first 2, and then he let in 5 in the last. So okay, let me add the numbers up. Yep, just what I thought. 3.66 goals against average. And the 6th is not repeated in the decimal.
For the preseason, like, that's why I'm ashamed. Like, a goalie that is as elite as Ben Bishop does not need to be performing like that in the preseason. Like, it's stupid, really. Like, I know some goalies have hiccups at times, but that's not just a hiccup. That is, like, just a complete collapse, in my opinion. It's just my opinion, but yeah.
I don't know if it was the defense, but I don't know. Defense had much production for them, but I don't know. None of us could watch the games unless you were at the game, so I don't know. I mean, I could probably see some highlight videos if that's a thing. Anyway, to the Pacific. The Edmonton Oilers were first with 12. LA second with 11. Vancouver third with 9. San Jose fourth with 8. Las Vegas fifth with 7. Anaheim sixth with 7. Arizona 7th with 5, and Calgary 8th with 4. So don't know what that. I mean, this is. I'm just saying, heads up. This is probably. I don't know why y'all think Calgary's gonna make the playoffs this year, and I hope this wakes you up. That they were they finished like 29th in the preseason, or no 30th.
I mean,
So I hope it wakes you up.
you can't judge
I
that
can't. I
based
can't.
on the preseason.
I can't. But all I can say is I hope it wakes you up somehow.
Something has to improve.
That's all I'm gonna say. Because that's the only thing I can prove. But it's preseason, so I really can't prove it. I can't show any video evidence what happened. I can't. I don't even know if there is video evidence even. So you got anything to say about this Pacific?
Well, I'm gonna go off about LA and how they
Did good.
really. I think they did a great job. 4-1-1, solid record. Couple of weak spots, but I think the goalies both played well. Jack Campbell played good. He's going back to Ontario, but I think if
Well, we don't know
Darcy,
that. Wait, did he
yeah, I
clear
do.
waivers? Yeah.
He cleared waivers
Yeah.
today, I believe. He was assigned to Ontario, so
Okay.
um, I think that's where he belongs for now. I don't think he's as good as Darcy Kemper, but he definitely played, I think, on an equal level because I think they both played great. Kemper was like absolutely insane in the last game in the preseason against Anaheim. I was watching that whole game. That was a nail biter, by the way. Like it went to overtime, tied at 0, and then the Kings finally won on a power play. But that was just crazy. And
I watched the
he
second
played pretty good.
overtime.
He played really. Kemper played good. Quick had a very solid game against Arizona a couple nights before, so Quick is definitely not losing it. I think the Kings are in good shape, but they have to see if they can put their talent to use. Again, I think it all comes back down to certain players having a rebound season, most notably Anze Kopitar. I think he needs to have a big rebound year. But I thought he played solid. I actually thought Dustin Brown played pretty solid too. So we'll see what they can do.
Really like that team. It shows me they can make the playoffs for sure, but I just have an issue with the wild card. But maybe they still can get in the top
I think
three.
they can.
Yeah,
There's
I do
still a
too.
shot. If it's not
Of course.
third place, I think they're contending for the wild card for sure. But if it's
Yeah.
not third place, like I don't know why everyone has constantly said, "Oh, the Kings are done." Like they completely fell off. No, they missed the playoffs by like a point or 2 points. Like they're not. Whenever they're not making it, it's very, very close. I mean, it's frustrating, but at the same time, it's close. So you can't just completely like throw them out the window and relegate them to being a bad team. I mean, I know the result is not desirable, but they're coming very close. I mean, again, close isn't enough, but it's close. So.
Mm-hmm. So the only team, well, I mean, Vegas did, I would say, good for preseason.
Yeah, Vegas did.
3-3-1.
Oh my God, Vegas surprised me completely in their first game. 9-4 against Vancouver. I did not think that they were going to do that.
Nope.
But we'll see if their savageness on Twitter continues to pay off, or
whatever it is.
If that guy ends up getting fired.
And Edmonton Oilers did well in the preseason, first in the Pacific, and that would be second in the NHL. So good job on them.
It's all. I bet it's all because of Connor McDavid. He probably carried their backs. I'm kidding. He probably didn't even play enough.
I don't think so. I mean,
no, the Edmonton Oilers have a lot of talent, like outside of McDavid. I mean, McDavid is easily their best player, but they do have a lot of talent surrounding that team. So I think, I don't really know. I think the only question with the Oilers is how consistent will they be to make it, to make a deep playoff run. but you never know. So we'll see. I think it's like way too early to make playoff predictions, but
Yeah.
it really just comes down to how consistent will that team be.
Yep.
They have the talent, they just need consistency.
So I think that's gonna do it there. That was a really good discussion. So I mean, give yourself a pat on the back,
I will.
and put a thumbs up on this video at people who really did enjoy that discussion. I have no question and predictions right now. And
My prediction is that
make a random one then. Go ahead.
Yarmir Yager will be injured 6 weeks into the season
There you
and
go.
then quit. No,
There you go. You heard it here first.
Yager
So
will be injured 6 weeks in.
I just want to give a heads up schedule for what we'll cover the next 2 days. Charm your, yeah, I don't know. I mess up his name all the time. Yarmir Jagger. We'll be talking about him tomorrow. About
If
his
it is
decision.
tomorrow, I think there's a chance that we may not do it, but we still may do it. So it's up to you.
Some stuff
We're doing it. All right.
Yeah. And then
We
the
have
next day, here, hold up. I'll go quick.
I was just gonna mention that we had updated graphics in the process, so
Yeah.
our streams are going to be looking a lot better, in my opinion, because I made them. Hashtag self-bias. But yeah, I made new graphics for the PowerPoints that you're seeing, so or whatever it is. So
yeah,
things are gonna look a lot cooler from now on.
I don't know when I'm gonna bring it in. Maybe Thursday, or could be next time we get an off day and figure out what we want to do. Because I probably want to sleep just like I did today, which was.
Took a 5-hour nap today.
I did.
I think it was 6 hours actually.
Yeah, it was fun. I loved it. I like sleep, man. So, and then on Thursday we will make playoff. Well, we'll make
very early bold predictions.
Well,
I'm gonna say we have to do our bold prediction video.
That's right. I may do that at 6 o'clock so we can get over all of this.
All right, I think that just about covers everything.
And so Thursday you get your bold predictions. Go over what we'll make some stuff tomorrow, and we'll go over some playoff predictions. Well, no, finishing predictions, finishing results predictions. Since
our bold predictions are only going to be like about the regular season. We're not going to make any playoff predictions yet.
Well, we've already made playoff predictions already. We just got to predict where they finish. That's all. And then I'll be happy. So that's going to do it here. Thanks for watching. I really hope you all enjoyed this one. And we will see y'all tomorrow. I think we're gonna have one of the members of the Face Off in here tomorrow. One that hasn't been in here before. His name is Alex, and he is a Tampa Bay and Minnesota Wild fan. Really likes all the Minnesota sports teams. So thanks once again,
and go Kings.
And we will see you all tomorrow. And one more thing, you better hope we win the post-to-post contest. I think we will. But I don't know what anyone else has entered, so.
Oh, you didn't make jerseys, I just remembered, so we're kind of fucked there.
No, we didn't have to make jerseys, but.
Oh, we didn't?
No, we were good.
Honestly, we dodged them.
I just rushed it. Even though we did take, I didn't really rush it. We had planned it all out, but.
But then it went to complete shit.
Yeah.
So.
Oh well, it's still good. I think
we tried.
Win. Yeah. So that'll do it once again, and I'm actually gonna end the stream here. So y'all have a good day, night, whatever you're doing right now. I don't care what you're doing. Maybe I don't know what you're doing. I don't know
Um,
what you're doing. I don't want to know what you're doing. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say because it's probably gonna turn bad if I say anything else.
all
So
right, just end it. Good night.
yeah, and yeah, good night.